What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news from yesterday, but first I would like to wish everybody a happy 4th, to enjoy the day and be safe. Also, if you got a second, please hit that thumbs up button, it goes a long ways, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit the red button just below the video. Now, we have a lot of news today. It's really spread out though. We have a little bit of Jordan, a little bit of Nike, we have New Balance, we have Reebok, and Adidas. So without wasting too much of your time, we're just going to jump right into the news. With the movie Spider-Man Homecoming opening July 7th, Marvel has teamed up with New Balance on the 530. So inspiration obviously comes from Spider-Man. They feature a premium leather upper while done in burgundy. In addition, you can see the spiderweb-like graphic that covers the toe as well as the side panels. Now, if you're interested in grabbing them, they are available now at Bait and other select New Balance retailers, and the retail price is $120. There's actually 3 colorways releasing of the Ronnie Fieg Dover Street Market New Balance 574 Sport. Each colorway of the shoe represents the 3 partners. The gray model pays homage to New Balance's most classic colorway. The navy pair is an ode to the 574JN, which is Fieg's favorite version of the original 574, and the black rendition speaks to DSM's black brand palette. Now, as for the release details, they will drop this Friday at all Keth locations, including online at Keth.com and Dover Street Market. All Dover Street Market locations will debut the collection in store on July 13th. Retail price each will be $160. Now, if I didn't mention, I know I did in the past video, but they also have the end branding, which is removable, and it comes with different colorways, so you can kind of give them a custom look. Reebok is celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Reebok Shaq Attaq, and the first colorway we have to preview today is inspired by the Reebok Question in white and red, which was worn by Allen Iverson. The shoes feature a white base, but they have red accents throughout, which makes them look pretty damn close to the Reebok Question. Finishing the look, we have an icy blue translucent outsole. Sadly, we do not have any release information, no price, no date, or even a time frame. They are expected to drop sometime soon though. Once I have more information, I'll make sure to update you. In my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of others, Shaquille O'Neal was snubbed from the 1992 Dream Team, and instead of him making the squad, Duke's Christian Laettner was picked. So this Reebok Shaq Attaq is being called Dream Team Snub. They do feature an Olympic colorway as well as gold on the midsole with gradients, but what is really cool about this shoe is they feature purple and blue on the panels, and that is a direct hit on Christian Laettner, who wore the Nike Air Flight Huarache during his Duke days. We also have a red X over the Shaq branding on the heel. Still, no release info for this pair, no date or a retail price. We have a release date for the Adidas Nemeziz Tango 17 Plus Ultra Boost Triple Black. So, as the nickname would suggest, they feature all black, and they do, which covers the Boost midsole and the outsole. Now, as for the release details, they drop on July 6th, and retail price will be $200. I don't know at the time of shooting this how limited they'll be, or if there's really a big following for the Nemesis Tango 17 Plus Ultra Boost, but if I'm able to find this out before July 6th happens, I'll make sure to include it in the next news video. James Harden's latest signature shoe released in China yesterday, and the shoes are being called the Adidas Harden BTE. Now, I'm not sure what BTE stands for, but instead of boost, they do feature bounce, so that may tie into the name. As you can see, the tongue kind of just overlays the uppers. We also have the 3 stripes branding close to the heel. Now, across the uppers, it looks like they feature mesh, and then just below it, it's some type of like skeleton-like look. And I don't mean skeleton as in bones and stuff like that, but something that will actually support it a bit better. But I can't confirm that. We only have the 1 image, so we're gonna have to wait. And speaking of waiting, no release details as of yet, other than they dropped in China, but we don't have a price or when they're gonna drop in the States. But like always, more info on the way. We have a few images of an upcoming Adidas NMD XR1. This pair is being called Silver Boost because it features silver across the boost. In addition, they have gray across the mesh uppers, and leather is used on the cage, as well as the back heel. We don't have release information, a price, a time frame, nothing like that, other than expected to drop later this year. Now, as you can tell from the theme of themes, a lot of first looks without actual information. Last from Adidas, we have a rumored release date for the Adidas Ultra Boost Mid run-through time. Now, even though I'm throwing a rumor on it, more than likely this is the date. This was provided by Yeezy Mafia, but They will drop, or expected to drop, on July 19th at select Adidas Consortium retailers. Expect this to be a limited release as well. Now, I've also gone over this pair about 3 times, but just really quick on the highlight, it says Consortium across the insoles as well as a handshaking gesture. I'm not really sure how or why that ties into everything, but I'm sure more information will be on the way. Also, the same handshaking icon is seen on the inside of the extended collar as well as a French flag. We have official images of the Nike LeBron Soldier 11 Igloo, and as of now, they're just a GS exclusive release. For those that don't know, GS stands for grade school. So they feature cool gray across the uppers, and we do have Igloo, which has like this mint green look to it. That covers the outsole as well as around the tongue, the LeBron branding, and the Nike swoosh. No release date as of yet, but they're probably going to drop this month. Retail price will be $110. In my opinion, the Nike Roshe 2 Flyknit has been a flop. Now, I'm sure people that do like the model can appreciate them. However, they will not and have not lived up to the success of the first shoe. But then again, the Roshe 1, that's what they're calling it now, pretty much has died out. I'm sure a lot of people still have pairs. I personally have quite a few. But NikeLab is getting their hands on them and dropping a camo edition, which is covered in cargo khaki. In addition, there is black on the Nike swoosh. No retail price, but they will be available at select NikeLab locations as well as Nike.com/NikeLab on July 13th. Last up from Nike, we have a detailed look at the off-white Nike Air Max 90 Ice collaboration. As you guys know, there's expected to be 10 pairs a part of the off-white Nike collaboration as well as Jordan brand. And this pair, like the others, has an unfinished look to it and almost like it's reversed, but they do feature stitching across the Nike swoosh as well as the mudguard, and the tongue follows suit and is done in that unfinished look. On one of the shoes, there appears to be like this orange type of hang tag. Now, I'm not sure how this whole look ties into the unfinished look of a Nike model, especially in this case, the Nike Air Max 90, but I'm sure if we had images of what the design process went through, it'll become more clear. Completing the look is a translucent midsole and outsole. And as you guys probably guessed, no additional release information. I don't even know when they're going to announce the collection because that's going to come first, and then the release of the shoes will probably come shortly thereafter. Now to Jordan brand, and we only have a little bit of information today. And first up is the Air Jordan 1 Mid Gym Red. Now, I know a lot of people are not fans of the mid-top edition of the Air Jordan 1, especially since they do not feature the Nike Air branding. But this is a color option that maybe somebody might be into because they do resemble that of the 2014 Gym Red Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG release. And as you can see, Gym Red covers the uppers. We have white on the Nike swoosh, wings branding, as well as the Jumpman on the tongue, and again on the midsole and outsole. They're expected to drop this month sometime. We don't know when. They'll probably just start showing up at retailers whenever they get them, but the retail price will be $110. I'm not a fan of the mid-top Jordan 1, so these are a definite pass for me, but I do like the color combination. Last but not least, we have a detailed look, another detailed look I should say, at the Air Jordan 11 UNC. So I'm not going to go over the shoes because, again, like I said in yesterday's video, for this particular pair, we've gone over it probably 8 or 9 times as well. So with that being said, I will add in that these are expected to be a general mass release, so getting your hands on a pair shouldn't be really hard at all. I know there's a little bit of hype for them, but as we get closer to the release date, there will be a ton of hype. That's how it always goes. People complain about the shoes, and then as the date gets closer, everybody wants them. But for me, this is a definite grab, and they drop on November 24th, which is Black Friday, for $220. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. From this video, what I'm feeling aside from the Air Jordan 11 UNC, because I've said it so many times, would be both Reebok Shaq Attaq releases. I like the Dream Team a bit more than the Question, although I do like the Question a lot. I think that Reebok's doing a good job when they're celebrating anniversaries of a shoe and really going back into the crate and digging for inspiration. The Adidas Harden BTE, it's not bad. I will say that. I probably would like to see it in person, but I don't know. We'll see. The Adidas NMD XR1 Silver Boost, again, is another model I think looks dope. I do need to pick up a pair of the XR1 just to try it out and wear this summer. I'm also a fan of the Adidas Ultra Boost Mid run through time, but if I did pick them up, I'll be honest, that is trade bait. I know it's going to be limited, and I'll get something I really want with that shoe. Last but not least is another trade bait shoe, and that is the off-white Nike Air Max 90. Everything I've seen so far from the collection, I'm not a fan of, and I would pick up just to flip so I could buy something I really want or just trade. I'm holding on to hope for the Air Jordan 3 that's gonna leak hopefully soon. That's a part of the collection, but we'll see on that. But leave a comment below and let me know from this video what you like or what you disliked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.